In the quiet town of Bury, Greater Manchester, there was a beauty salon known as the Beauty Booth. On the outside, it appeared to be an ordinary beauty business, where customers would go for their hair, nails, and other beauty treatments. The two sisters who owned and ran the salon, Shazia Din, 44, and her older sister Abia Din, 47, were known for their friendly appearances and professional behavior. However, behind this beauty salon with normal business activity, the sisters were deeply involved in a much darker, illegal operation. The beauty booth wasn't just a place where people came to improve their appearance, it was a front for one of the largest drug rings in the region. The two sisters were using the beauty business to hide their real criminal activities, which involved the sale of large amounts of heroin, cocaine, and amphetamines. They were laundering millions of pounds from their drug trade, fooling many who believed the salon was an honest business. So can you imagine how this shocking discovery was made? The story of Shazia and Abia Din is one that shocked the people of Bury and beyond. It was difficult to believe that these seemingly ordinary women were at the center of such a large-scale criminal operation. But as police investigations revealed, they had been running a multi-million-pound drug ring for quite some time, all while pretending to be innocent businesswomen. The Din sisters were not acting alone. They were part of a bigger network of drug dealers and suppliers who worked across different regions. Their criminal activities stretched beyond Greater Manchester, reaching into South Yorkshire and other parts of northern England. The drugs they supplied, which included heroin, cocaine, and amphetamines, were highly addictive and dangerous, causing harm to countless individuals and communities. How the drug operation worked? Shazia and Abia Din had established their beauty salon to appear as normal, hard-working businesswomen, but beneath the surface, they were involved in the illegal supply and distribution of drugs. Their beauty business was the perfect cover for laundering the money they made from the drug trade. The drugs were transported and sold across different regions, and the money earned from these transactions was funneled back through the beauty salon to make it look legitimate. This is called money laundering, a process where illegal money is made to look like it came from a legal source. By doing this, they were able to hide their drug profits for a while. The Din sisters worked with many others in their operation, including contacts in South Yorkshire who helped distribute the drugs. They sold large quantities of Class A drugs, which are highly addictive and illegal substances like heroin and cocaine. These drugs have severe impacts on the people who use them, often leading to addiction, health problems, and even death. The sisters were making money by selling these harmful substances and keeping them hidden from the authorities. How did the Greater Manchester Police step in or Operation Heart start? Fortunately, the illegal activities of Shazia and Abia Din did not go unnoticed. Greater Manchester Police, after months of gathering evidence and investigating the sisters and their drug network, launched a major operation called Operation Heart to bring down the entire criminal organization. The investigation began in December 2018, and for the next several months, police officers worked tirelessly to build a case against the sisters and their associates. On July 24, 2019, after months of undercover work and surveillance, the police struck. They arrested 20 individuals involved in the drug ring, including the two sisters. During the raid, officers seized more than 60 kilos of heroin and cocaine, which had a street value of millions of pounds. In addition to the drugs, the police also confiscated 300,000 pounds in cash, a hydraulic press, which is used to process and package drugs, drug paraphernalia, and even a handgun and ammunition. The presence of the gun indicated just how dangerous this group was and the extent of their criminal operations. What were the legal consequences in Shazia and Abia's charges? After the arrests, Shazia and Abia Din, along with other members of the drug ring, were brought to trial at Manchester Crown Court. The charges against them were severe, given the large quantities of drugs involved and the role they played in organizing the entire operation. Shazia Din, who led the Bury-based crime group, pleaded guilty to several charges. These included conspiracy to supply Class A drugs such as heroin, cocaine, and MDMA, commonly known as ecstasy. She also admitted to conspiring to supply Class B drugs like cannabis, and to laundering the money gained from these illegal activities. For her central role in leading the drug ring, Shazia was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Her sister, Abiya Din, was also found guilty of conspiracy to supply Class A drugs, including heroin and cocaine, and Class B drugs, such as cannabis. Unlike Shazia, Abiya denied her involvement, but a jury convicted her after reviewing the evidence. Abiya was also convicted of conspiracy to convert and transfer criminal property, which meant she had been laundering the money made from their drug sales. Given her significant involvement, Abiya received an 18-year prison sentence. What was the role of family members? Shazia and Abiya were not the only family members involved in this criminal operation. Shazia's son, Hassan Din, also played a key role in the drug ring. After one of their associates, Peter Rafter, was arrested for possessing a firearm and drugs, Shazia promoted her 21-year-old son, Hassan, to help run the operation. Hassan was also found guilty of conspiracy to supply both Class A drugs, heroin, cocaine, MDMA, and Class B drugs, cannabis. For his role, he was sentenced to 14 years in prison. Another member of the group, 31-year-old Natalie Rafter, took over her father's role after he was arrested. Natalie was sentenced to 11 years and 3 months in prison for her part in the drug operation. What was the confiscation of criminal profits? In addition to the lengthy prison sentences, the court also took steps to ensure that Shazia and Abiya Din, along with others involved in the drug ring, did not benefit from their criminal activities. Under the Proceeds of Crime Act, POCA, the authorities confiscated the money and assets that the sisters and their associates had gained through drug sales. In a confiscation hearing at Manchester Crown Court, the police were able to seize a total of £736,464 and 30 pence from all individuals involved in the drug ring. This included £259,079 from Shazia Din and £49,078 from Abiya Din. The purpose of confiscating these assets was to make sure that crime did not pay and to prevent the sisters from enjoying the profits of their illegal activities. Was there an impact on the community? The large-scale drug operation run by the Din sisters had a significant impact on the communities in both Greater Manchester and South Yorkshire. Drugs like heroin and cocaine are incredibly destructive, leading to addiction, health problems, and other criminal activities. The Din sisters' actions contributed to the spread of these harmful substances, causing untold damage to individuals and families in the areas they operated. The success of Operation Heart and the sentencing of Shazia and Abiya Din is a reminder of the importance of law enforcement in fighting organized crime. The police worked tirelessly to bring down this drug ring, ensuring that those responsible were held accountable. The story of Shazia and Abiya Din serves as a cautionary tale about how criminal activity can sometimes be hidden behind the most ordinary of fronts. What looked like a simple beauty salon turned out to be the headquarters of a multi-million-pound drug operation. The sisters' illegal activities ultimately caught up with them, and now they are paying the price with long prison sentences and the confiscation of their ill-gotten gains. Law enforcement's efforts, including Operation Heart, show the importance of cracking down on large-scale drug operations. While Shazia and Abiya may have tried to hide their crimes behind a legitimate business, the truth came out in the end and justice was served.